We're about to start the meeting.
Recording in progress.
It's 7:04. So we'll kick off the meeting. Previous minutes. Did everyone have a chance to look at the previous minutes? Any questions, concerns?
I have no questions.
Make sure your mic's
So
on.
I'll make a motion to accept the previous minutes as written.
I'll second that.
We have the motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Reports and warrants are up in the pile over here. If we want to get started on those.
I've got the warrants right here and hand them over.
Okay.
This might be just mail.
Yeah, I think there's, the treasurer's reports are in front of you,
Yeah.
between you two.
Maria may be in later.
And I'm guessing that Maria will be back at the November meeting.
She was planning on coming tonight unless something came up. Child stuff.
So we'll guess that
But the
something.
reports are there, right? You got them?
We do have them.
3 warrants here. No, Mark.
Huh, you never got one.
I'm sorry.
What?
So Lane's been in attend tonight, just for the record, and Josh is stuck. He's trying to get here, but he's stuck in some kind of traffic.
Lance is coming, you said?
Is not.
Not coming.
Could not make it.
He was out of town.
Okay.
Josh, say where he was?
I believe he said he's in Highgate. Let me just confirm that real quick. One moment. I'm sorry, Highland Pond.
Island?
Highland, like H-I-G-H, Highland Pond.
Where's that?
No idea, but he says he's gonna be at least 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Highland?
Maybe we'll get done before you get to.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to start doing. All right, since we don't have Maria here to ask questions about the finances anyhow, we'll move on to others on the agenda.
Yeah.
We're good? All right, visitors, we were expecting John Peterson tonight for road issues. I do not see John on the Zoom meeting, nor is he in attendance. Did anyone hear from
Is he a
John?
resident?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's a fun basketball.
Did anyone hear from him?
No.
No.
Moving on, visitors, others? Anyone?
No.
Moving on, we'll get this meeting done. Road report. Back, you're up. 20-minute meeting. Josh can go and they go, hey, nice seeing you.
All right. Dan Marcotte's access permit has been located. Needs to be signed off on. It is finished. It's just a matter of signing the second page.
And we reviewed it? Yep. Everything good? Our standards? Okay. I'm pretty much the only person who didn't sign this original.
You did.
Oh, I did. There's,
Just flip the page one more time.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. Harder to get.
Final permit issue going?
Okay.
Do we have the date?
I didn't know.
What did you just ask?
Ten.
John?
10/22.
Sorry?
What did you just ask you?
The final permit.
Let's go to the truck stop.
It's an access permit for
For
Marcotte.
Dan
That
Yeah,
was what we rented.
just setting off the,
I'm assuming we're gonna.
This is the final, right? Final access permit?
I don't even know if we do that anymore.
All right.
Final.
Thank
Final
you.
deal, Final.
Yeah. Final
Final review
review.
for signature, final page.
Yep.
It says Daniels.
Yep. Does anybody or has anybody seen the one from last week for O'Rourke? The access,
Careful.
for O'Rourke, the access permit. We signed the first copy last meeting. It's good to sign the second one tonight if it's around. It wasn't in my box, I don't know.
Try to locate that.
Was it in our mailbox out there?
In that
I
box.
can certainly look for it.
Okay.
If so,
Well, just in case somebody comes in, it is doable, you know, I mean, it's not signed because we don't know where it is at the moment.
O'Rourke's got signed, right?
The first copy.
First copy.
The second one that would
Last
allow,
meeting
go
we
ahead
signed
and,
one.
go ahead and build would be signed off on tonight.
Okay, what else do you have?
I have something that I thought we signed many times, a thing that needs to be signed by a select board member for the, what do we call it? The grant for the road inventory.
Yeah, didn't we do that months ago? I thought, right? Didn't we send the road inventory grant paperwork months ago?
Well, there was one for road inventory, there was one for the other one, the $31,000 one, there was one for the, yeah. And they sent me this one last week saying.
And what's in it?
It's just a $7,200 grant. It's already been done, the road inventory has, I'm pretty sure, so whoever wants to sign it, you can sign it.
Is this a matching grant or?
It's an $1,800 is our particular amount. And it's a $7,200 grant on their side. Plus,
Is this for the cedar? No, this isn't the cedar.
no, this isn't the cedar, this is the,
Same numbers.
yeah, exactly. It's for the road inventory, the erosion, all that good stuff.
There you go.
Other than that,
You wanna get on the mic?
we,
Sorry, pal.
at the last meeting, I mentioned the fact that we had the excavator for 2 days, it got broke
Yeah.
down. Well, it took them till, it would have come back last Monday, and we decided at the time that it was not worth trying to excavate ditches at this time of year.
Right.
With that kind of a thing, so we put that on hold until next year.
Okay.
And, yeah. So that's about, so we've been doing shoulder work and some other kinds of work that apply to that other grant
Okay.
we have, so.
And we do have pictures of hydro cedar and work, and also we get the refund for that, right?
That's already been done. Unless they send me another copy of something saying that I didn't do something I was supposed to do again.
Right.
So you put off the Waterville Mountain ditching?
What's that?
You put off the Waterville Mountain Road ditching till next year?
Well, that's part of a different grant
Oh,
that we have to get
no,
approval
with
for.
the excavator.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were gonna do different places with the excavator, but
Got it.
since it came,
So,
it was almost 2 weeks to get it fixed.
what are we gonna do with Waterville Mountain Road? Cause I nearly bit the best on that Saturday night.
What are we gonna do with it? What part of it?
Oh my God, the
He was-
whole thing
He's heading up
is-
tomorrow, I know that much.
is down to one lane past, who is that lives there? Mark. And as you come down the hill, it's like narrowed right, there's like probably a swath like, and I didn't see it because it was dark. And boy, you get in that thing.
Yeah, he was gonna go up today, but he took the day off for other personal reasons, so he's heading up tomorrow.
Yeah,
That was his,
that thing is a mess.
That was
I
his
don't know if
agenda.
it's from the rain we had earlier
oh,
that,
I'm sure,
that brought that
I'm sure.
like that.
He went up there,
It was good not too long ago.
he went up not too long ago, like a week and a half ago, he went up on the top, did some work up on the top, but he did not, it was so dry the day he was up there that he didn't wanna touch basically from the blacktop to
Do you think it needs more material brought in or something?
it could need more material, but what it needed, like, today and tomorrow, it's gonna be nice and wet, so it should be 2 days for grading. He's been, like I said, he's been pulling in a lot of edge, which is mostly decent material, pulling it in between some of those ruts and stuff, make a little ditch on the side too, so.
Cause down through there before was good.
Yeah,
It was the top that was bad.
yep,
When I came over it, when my mom was in Morrisville.
yep,
But boy, when I came over it Saturday night, I was like, oh man,
yep, no, that's
I
where
got
he's,
right in that rut, could not get out.
that's where he's heading tomorrow.
Okay.
So I did see the gentleman on his tractor doing Joyle Road.
Yep.
He's on Joyle.
He didn't come in. I
He
guess.
finished that Saturday.
I don't know, did-
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday, Saturday, yeah.
That was his last day.
Was it his last?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see what you and Josh are kind of talking about. He did have some difficulty, like he did it, he got it back, but
He can't get it out as far as it would be. Where he's doing it and what he's been doing it looks really good.
yeah, it does look.
It's
Much better.
the shorter arm, but I mean, you really don't notice it when you're driving by, but if you know what was there and you know when
Yeah.
you're getting slapped, you know it's not there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just pulling on my drive, I can now see down, because I almost went down and cut it down myself at one point, but I heard you were getting some, so I'm like, well, I'll just let them do it.
Yep.
Excellent. Anything else on roads? Or are we using our current grader up and running and we're grading the roads now that we've had some rain and all?
Grading and like I say, shoulder work.
Shoulder.
Which would apply to that grant that we got, that she's applying for the stone lining part of the thing, but we have to wait for the state to approve it, and, which apparently was not this particular thing we needed to sign. In case you missed it, Josh, we had to sign another paper for the road inventory that they did.
Okay.
Because this lady wanted this copy of it, so apparently we signed enough, you know, I mean, and they also signed,
Yeah, it's the permit, final permit.
for Markout. I don't know where O'Rourke's is. I'm not sure. You signed the first one last week. It is good to sign the second one this week, but I don't know where it is.
I'll pull it out of my hat.
Okay, so like I said, you can
Oh,
let
she's
them,
hoarding them.
you can let them know that they can build. It's just that the next meeting you'll have to sign it. So.
Right, he did
So
ask
you're going
me,
into that
and
project?
he did ask me about, there were some weather concerns. They're trying to get the foundation in before
Yeah.
everybody shuts down.
Yeah, no,
And I told him to see Brenda. Brenda, did he come see you?
Yep.
Perfect.
so yeah, that was not a problem.
You're talking about the,
Yeah, Eddie.
the expo,
Eddie.
the expo.
Do you have a flat that we were allowing or no? For the mowing.
So,
So what we talked about was 3,000 and then the extra from the
We started at 4.
sale of the mower,
We-
which would have been,
We started
if you went over by 36.25.
we started at 4, so
Right, 4, that's what it was,
I mean it wasn't.
I'm not.
He was doing a good enough job that I felt, and I discussed it with Josh. And
No, I thought I didn't remember the sale of the other thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that at the last meeting.
Plus, I mean, if worst came to worst, we, you know, if we're not renting the excavator this year, then more to make up the difference. Because I was explaining to them,
I talked with Chucky.
okay, by the time they got it fixed, it was into October. And,
Yeah. No, I asked him if he got it back to you, and he was like, I went to bring it back, and they were like, the window has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still do it, but I mean, you know, you're getting kind of late for seed.
Please, thank you.
so anything else on the roads under others?
I don't think so.
All right, well, we're up to review of the mail. We'll turn this over to Josh. We'll let him pick this back up.
Do that.
All the mail's in front of you.
Oh, okay,
so you can review it.
All right. Let's see here, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. This is for, oh, you have those, yeah, sorry. Blue Cross and Blue for, here's your pen. Thanks. This is a renewal of our group health insurance with a list of all the plans. Mac, sorry to make you come back up maybe, but I'm assuming that you guys are not looking to change any plans? Is that a safe assumption?
Not looking to change, but I may be taking myself and my wife off to go on to hers.
Okay,
But I'm not 100% sure of that yet, just
okay,
depending
we
upon.
will have to, well, you have to know on your side.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Right, November 1st is
November is
usually
in.
up and rolling.
Yeah, that's when it starts, but I think it's good till December.
Oh, maybe.
She had one question she had to ask, and if it was what we're hoping it's gonna be, then I would,
Yeah,
if not, if not, I would probably take her off and just leave myself on.
okay, yes, if if you plan on doing that, can you let Tammy know
Yeah.
ASAP, because this,
It should tell
It's
you
an-
there when it's
it's
due.
an estimate for January first, so I would assume that,
There was a slight increase, right? If I remember what I saw.
yeah, I don't think it's much.
No.
Okay. I would assume, since the extended hours are from November first to December 30th, all plan,
It usually
changes.
tells you, cause we just got one at work.
it probably does in here. Open enrollment begins November 1st, 2022. The deadline is January 31st. Changes made by December 31st will be taken effect January 1st.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah, if I can
you
get,
have until January 31st,
if I can get
but
it by
sooner the
January
better.
first would be better.
You can't
Okay.
make
December
that
31st?
change until November.
No, the deadline is January 31st, but if you get stuff in by the 31st of December, it takes effect January 1. And I'll pass this down to you, cause that can go to Tammy if you would. HF Brigham Free Library, dear Select Board, at our September meeting, Stacy, oh, I did kill this.
Yeah, she dropped that.
Boucher?
Boucher.
Boucher resigned from the HF Brigham Library Board of Trustees. We're very fortunate to have Jennifer Sanchez has agreed to be appointed to fill the remaining seat for the remainder of Stacy's term. This is a request made on behalf of the trustees of the Select Board, or of the Brigham Academy Board, as we requested Nicole to do at the last meeting. So if somebody would entertain a motion there.
A motion that we accept Jennifer Sanchez as the new library trustee.
Point.
Hmm?
Motion to appoint.
Motion to appoint, yes.
Yep, for the remainder of the term.
I second that motion.
Excellent. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Okay. Vote passes 3-1.
That passed 3-1, why?
Correct, because one of the 4 people voted no.
Oh, okay, yeah, 1, got it. I was thinking 3-0, who didn't vote?
No.
I'm trying to begin.
That's all right. That's all right. Is this the only one at this time, John?
This is, yeah, that is the only, I reached
Okay.
back out, supposedly they all stopped by. Tammy, do you remember the other 3 furnace? I know one of the gentlemen sitting is here, I talked to,
I don't know, I
Kathy,
wasn't here
so-
Wednesday or Thursday, I was here Monday or
Okay.
Tuesday.
so she
The
said
only
they were
one that
doing
I saw
quick
come
walks.
was.
Okay.
I've reached out to them.
All right.
Yeah, that one.
We're gonna keep this, but I'm not gonna make it public for the simple reason that there is a number on there, and that
Yeah,
would
are you
make,
talking furnace?
yeah, that would make the bidding process
Yeah. Yeah.
invalid.
So still waiting for,
Right, so if we
3
can
more.
just continue to keep putting those in there, Tammy, would be great. Thank you. This is not new mail, this is old mail that we keep kicking in, which is the bids on the graders. So, that covers the new mail. Did you see this about the $300,000 statewide for upgrading your diesel equipment?
You showed it to me at the end of the last meeting, yes.
Yeah, this is for any municipality, because I think I'm actually applying for this at the school also, so. Is this something you wanna look at, see if it's something to apply for? Okay. I think it's 300,000 statewide, so I don't think it's,
So, for the whole state, 300,000?
I think so,
So it's
that's the
not-
way I
So
understood
it's
it
not
when
a
I
big,
read it.
it's not a big number, it's just like,
Right, it depends, well, it depends, they may give it to 2 people and it's, 150,000 each, but,
they could give it to 300 people and it's.
right. The way I understood it is it's, not necessarily purchasing new equipment, but it may be upgrading old equipment to meet emissions, so. Do with it as you see fit there. Brigham Academy update, as all the mail's been going through. Lance is not here.
Wow.
Not here. We can't do anything with that until FEMA is finalized, so there's, town hall furnace, we've discussed. Any others?
I got one.
Perfect.
I just wanted to request the board reimburse me for my hotel expenses, between Thursday and Friday of this past week. I went down to the, League of Cities and Towns Town Fair. It's a seminar, 2-day seminar.
For,
Well, for the League of Cities and Towns, basically, I went to a road crew, negotiation or discussion with, the, Vermont Transport. This is part of E-Trans, but it's
V-Trans.
special, but, and then, had the board meeting for, League of Cities and Towns. They adopted their legislative agenda for the coming year, which took way too long. And then, in the morning, next morning was a discussion on some equality information that several of the towns are doing. It was a very interesting discussion with some really high profile speakers. And in the afternoon, it was basically to meet all the vendors and get enough pens to last the town another year. So it was a lot of contacts. And I got the League of Cities and Town rates, which is about half. But the going rate was during peak season, the fall season. And instead of driving 4 hours back and forth and back and forth.
Where was this at?
Killington Grant. Got the last room at the hotel.
Is this something that was discussed beforehand, or?
It's been on the calendar. It's been on the,
Right, no, I mean, is it something you discussed with us beforehand?
no, but I did it last year.
And we paid for it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Maybe when you had COVID.
Open for discussion.
I think the most, how much are we talking?
$170. Which was a half rate. That was the League of Cities and Town rate.
It really should have been discussed prior to.
Discussed now? You don't have to do it.
No, I know,
Discuss it.
I'm just saying, we should have approved it prior to, not after the fact.
I tried for a week and a half to find a room under $500. I apologize for that. Approaching the board soon.
I don't know, I mean, myself, I would say that if we decide to pay this time, next time, it has to be presented to the board and approved ahead of time. Because it's an unknown, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's an unknown expense.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying not to reimburse, I'm just saying that moving forward, we need to put something in place that no matter who it is on the board, we need to make sure that we get prior approval before spending the funds.
Well, technically, I was an employee at that point in time. I wasn't on the board.
An employee of,
I was acting as zoning administrator. That's what I registered as.
Well, then my thought is zoning should pay for that then.
I agree. Just wanted to make sure that it was done with your
That
consent.
would, so that would go through the zoning, that would go through the ZBA, right? Not through us, because that's a zoning expense?
The zoning board of adjustment doesn't handle
No? Okay.
I would assume it'd be no different than a Kathy, as for a town clerk thing, she'd have approval from us before she.
Oh, still,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely approval beforehand, but, as far as that coming out of the zoning budget, that wouldn't be able to go until the next round of,
warrants. Yeah.
warrants.
So did you bring anything back for us?
Yeah. I brought back information, and I already downloaded it to Mac about roads and things that I had questions about. That was probably the most interesting seminar that I've been to. One time I brought Kathy close to 100 pens, so we don't have to buy pens here, and some letter openers. There's a lot of information. If you want to review it, I'll certainly make it available for people.
Okay, yeah, I would say to submit that to, Tammy.
Yep.
For the next set of warrants. Running
You
that
mean
through.
Kathy or Tammy?
What's that?
Did you mean Kathy or Tammy?
Doesn't matter. Both of us, either of us can put it in the
Actually,
drawer.
I'm drawing a blank.
Right?
Yes.
But it'll go, Kathy will read the warrant first.
Okay.
Before it goes to the
Okay.
so we'll get it in the right folder.
Yes.
Linda's complaining about the sound and the issues. Linda, we've been working on it for months. We are hopefully getting close to the end of the troubleshooting. This is what happens. We only use it occasionally. And crazy enough, it only seems to happen during the select board meetings. I've listened to the planning commission meetings. They don't have those problems.
ZBA had it.
Yeah, ZBA did, that's true. So, and so did one other meeting we had. Can't think of what it was.
ARPA?
May have been ARPA. So, we are still working on it. It has nothing to do with Zoom. It has to do, and the equipment is high-end equipment. It just, we believe there's something wrong with one component and they just want us to get down to the minute level to prove it's that component. And hopefully today's troubleshooting, I was here at 6, hopefully today's troubleshooting will rule out everything and they'll send me a replacement part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any others under board business?
I have nothing.
Excellent. Carrie?
No, I just had the road issue and Mac's gonna look into it tomorrow.
Perfect. And Brenda, anything else?
So
All set?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn today's meeting.
I second that motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Have a good night.